G'day everybody, welcome back to Valheim. Hope you guys are doing well. Blue here, and firstly, let me breathe a sigh of relief. I had some real issues booting up the game today to try and record the next episode, and I, for the life of me, couldn't really figure out what was going on until it sort of clicked. I did some Googling, and I discovered that Valheim, unfortunately, is no longer part of the Game Pass offering. And I think I probably mentioned this to you guys pretty early on in the series, but the reason why I decided to give it a crack is because I've got Game Pass, was gifted to me from a friend, and, you know, I decided to give Valheim a shot because, you know, it was available, and that's how I've been playing all these episodes. So it's a bit of a shame that it's no longer on Game Pass, but yeah, I mean, with the condition of the game and the quality that's offered and the amount of amusement that I've had so far with the game, I was willing to just like throw down another, you know, what, 30 bucks or so, Aussie dollars, to purchase the game myself. Support the devs. So that's what I did. I was really happy that, you know, obviously I could retrieve my saves and stuff like that thanks to being part of Game Pass, and I was sort of, you know, the save is actually on the cloud. But I'm not entirely sure if that is the wisest thing to do. Perhaps maybe I should be moving my save locally. I mean, there's a risk of losing your save locally as well, but yeah, anyway. So a bit of drama trying to get this episode going. So, but here we are. I'm glad that we're back. And yeah, I had sort of a mini heart attack there, and I thought, oh, you know, what's gonna happen if I can't retrieve all of my my progress, and is that going to be it for the series? You know, I was sort of getting a little bit down for the rest of the day because I sort of thought that things were abruptly coming to an end. But yeah, if you guys have any suggestions on stuff like that, I'm not really an expert, but, you know, I'm on Game Pass PC, and I was sort of considering whether or not I wanted to just like purchase it on Steam, and sort of migrate stuff, but I didn't really understand how to migrate my my save. Plus, I had an issue also accessing my save game because I literally couldn't boot up the game. I think there's a way you can manage your save from the title screen to, you know, essentially say, you know, keep a copy of the save on your local drives, but I couldn't even do that. Anyway, sorry, I think this is just a huge tangent from what we're actually supposed to be doing in-game. And yeah, in the previous episode, we have our Askvin, and I, you know, confirmed that he is there. So, you know, this is indeed the latest save. And yeah, he's chomping away at some food out there. Obviously, it'll take a while before we'll be able to tame him. So we'll probably be working on the structure, and I think I jumped the gun a little bit because in the previous episode I said maybe we'll start on the roof. Actually, we can't start on the roof until we replace the metal or wooden metal poles that are in the middle here. So that's our priority. And yeah, I'm sort of confused as to how we're going to be able to get that done. Obviously, I do need some Grouston. So let me just see if I can fetch some Grouston initially. But the real challenge is going to be, I think I mentioned this previously, but the kitchen. So I'm making some assumptions here, guys, but I think the tensile strength, or the structural strength of the wood iron poles is the same as the strength for, I'm just sort of seeing whether or not it makes sense to use flame metal. We've got plenty of flame metal. But maybe flame metal is overkill. But whether or not it's the same as the Grouston pillars. Because if it's the same, what I might do is not worry about replacing this all the way. What we might just double check is that it is certainly touching the ground down here, which it is. But yeah, if they're the same strength, I think we can leave this as it is, and then we sort of work on adding the Grouston on top of that. I think it'd make some sense. I'm trying to convince myself here. Might need to maybe climb up and sort of see what's going on in that spot there. But I'm gonna maybe start with the easier problem first of maybe replacing this side. And then yeah, this sort of goes off that way. Let's just take this down initially. We 100% know that that's touching the ground. Let's go in with that. Okay, and yeah, I think that we're going to have to sort of open up the floor to sort of see what the inner workings are like before being able to sort of replace stuff down. So the throne is going to have to move. We'll just do that right away. Oh, that just broke down suddenly. I wonder if it's because it's too heavy? What's the deal there? Maybe I'll just drop that over this side. Apologies guys, I also forgot to mention that we might be experiencing some stuttering because as part of the process of, you know, doing figuring out what was causing the game to not launch for me, I had to reinstall the game. So we could... Oh, okay. Whoa, I see what's going on. Yeah, that's weird. Okay, I guess I never really fully resolved that issue way back. So I think what we'll do is we'll add the Grouston up that way. Probably in the middle over here, but let's see if we can just try and align that. Do we have diagonal Grouston at all, or is that not a thing? I don't think it is a thing. I might need to add, like, some Grouston arches or something. Does that even make sense, though? I mean... Yeah, I don't really understand why there is no option for diagonal Grouston pieces. That would have been really handy to have. So yeah, this is gonna be a bit of a pain. Let's get rid of that. You know, if things crumble down, they crumble down, and we're just gonna have to sort of deal with the repercussions. Okay. Yeah, and then we'll sort of take that all the way up. Well, at least that's the plan anyway. wonder if there's scope for arches and stuff to go in somehow. And to have it sort of connected there. Yeah, because that kind of looks decent. So if I got rid of that and instead put the arch in, as long as it doesn't poke out on this side. Yeah, it looks fine. Yeah, that might not be a bad solution, although I do want to probably, you know, return some of the core wood back into place, just to hide sections that look a little bit jarring. We'll come back to that. And so I'm probably going to need to just take down some of these as well. We'll put them back down. Would it make sense to add like one of these things? I don't know. It could be kind of cool. And then we can do like an arch going above the throne. Maybe I'll play around with that sort of stuff a little bit later. I sort of just want to be able to get our chimney sorted. And yeah, every now and then I do want to go out to the Ashlands and have a quick check on the Askvin that we've captured. Make sure that he's still safe and sound and eating properly, all that jazz. Yeah, so I'll stop just shy of protruding out of the current roof, and then we'll sort of join everything up when we actually do the roof. So now I just need to figure out what to do on the other side. So with this now being in the way, I guess it makes a lot of sense for us to maybe put this, you know, slightly to the side of it. Or, I'm sort of having a think again, guys. Maybe I should widen it. That way I can actually put these things in the same spot as before. Yeah. Maybe that is a good idea, after all. Would it be better to do it lower? The thing is, yeah, I sort of need space for the throne as well. I'm just sort of thinking about what I can potentially do with the grouse and archers, just to add a little bit more flair here. But for example, if that goes in, I can sort of do the same thing on the other side. And that'll look kind of nice. I would have to move the Ichthyer trophy though, but I don't think that's such a bad idea. We can move the Ichthyer trophy like even further upwards. Yeah, I'm just sort of comparing the size here, but I think that's just about the right amount of space needed for the throne to be put back into that spot. So let's grab that. Almost die. Let's have a meal. Hopefully we avoid dying. Yeah, bit of stamina. I have a roast chook, actually. I'm sure we can make plenty of roast chooks, actually, for snacking. Because we've got heaps and heaps of chicken meat. So maybe that should be our staple for a while. So for the moment, I'm just going to remove the arch. We'll put the arch back at another time. But yeah, let's just add the pieces that we actually need here. Looking good. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what we'll do with all of this. I guess I do need to take it down at some point, so we'll see what problems present itself once I do that. But before even going there, I think I'm just going to work on this side. Alright, so yeah, we sort of want to do exactly the same thing, which means maybe I should get rid of that and then... Okay, we've got a little bit of wood going on behind that. I'm guessing that's because of the what we've done with the kitchen to accommodate some of the upgrades. Let's do this, because I think that's going to be the guide that we need. And then... yeah, that should hopefully be symmetrical and exactly in the spot that we need it to be in. Just picking up some stuff that might be sitting there. Is it though? Is it though? Hang on, hang on. I mean, it's about 1 block away, right? I mean, that looks correct, but why does it... No, no, this is not right. Yeah, that's correct right there. I have no way of taking the arch down without potentially taking this down, but then that might cause things to crumble. I'm gonna take the risk. Yeah, okay, that... That's why we had a problem before. Okay. So yeah, let's just get this in. Perfect. Okay, now we should be able to work on the stuff on the second floor. And let's try and get this all in correctly. So... Oh, okay. That's... Something's gone wrong. Okay, I guess this is snapping some other way. Alright. So... Yeah, that... How is that... How is that even snapping? Because that's not right. I wonder if it might be better just to force that alignment in. I wonder if it would be better if we, for example, just used, say, these wooden beams here, and we'll see if we can actually get the Grouston to sort of start in the right spot, or yeah, maybe get the arch to snap to the right spot. Yeah, because that looks much better. Now we can just take these back down. Cover that back up. And... there we go. Now we're cooking. Hopefully. Suppose I should take that down and... Brilliant. So before I continue further, let me just get the Diverger lanterns back in. Oh. Something's broken down. I don't know what, but I'll address that later. So, roughly there. It is freeform. We can move that around later. Yeah, so a few bits and pieces of wood here that came out from somewhere. I'm not sure. That could have been... Was it more of the wood iron poles? Maybe not. Maybe it was something else. I just can't tell what. But yeah, let's not worry about it, because we can fix up the smaller details later. Let's get... Oh, we need more Grouston. Good thing we have a gigantic pile sitting outside. You know what Valheim could do, in my opinion? This is just because I do play a bit of Enshrouded every now and then. But I reckon Valheim could do with a undo button. Or undo mechanic. So I don't see any options down the very bottom to undo certain actions. I know it'd probably be quite difficult to implement considering the, I guess the basic, I guess, mechanics of building. But yeah, it'd be cool if that was a thing that you could do. I guess it wouldn't really be Valheim if you could do that though. Alright. Brilliant. So that's looking decent. Do I work on this side first, or do I not worry about it and worry about maybe taking the wood iron poles down first? I don't know. I'm a bit afraid to take the wood iron poles down. In fact, I'm gonna procrastinate a little bit, and we're gonna visit the Askvin before we do anything else. I'll just prepare a few of the vine berries. I think, yeah, I think he likes everything, right? Like, so maybe we don't need the vine berries per se. I'd rather keep some of these vine berries for cooking, because they're a little harder to obtain. So yeah, let's go out there. I'm probably not really suited to have any form of fights out here, so we just want to be a little bit careful. But yeah, they should be down there just minding his own business. So we should be able to just like drop in a few more of these things. Oh man. If we can aim properly. Yeah, that's gone in. So I should be able to throw the other two things down there as well. Yeah, okay, good. There's stuff coming in, which is not great. So I'm just going to move out of the area. But he's had another meal, so, you know, that's a good enough start. Yeah, so let's get back to work. I forgot about the Diverger lantern, so let me just place that down, get that out of the inventory. And yeah, I think I'm gonna move on to the other side immediately. Oh, yeah, well, that was pretty bad. Pretty bad. Yeah, that's a little higher, isn't it? I should try and aim for the lower section then. Oh, man. Where'd my copper go? There. And perhaps maybe I should get the floor back in. I don't know, I don't want to rush into getting the floor back in just yet, because we might have to do something about the build. Oh, I don't know. I don't know if that's completely aligned or not. Can I get like wooden pieces snapping to this thing to then sort of guide the other one? I don't really think so. Look, maybe it doesn't matter for now. We can come back to sort of tidying things up a little bit later. So let's open things up and yeah, let's have a play around with what we can do. The tree. The tree is a problem because that's giving us a buff, right? So... And I don't want to get rid of it because we can't really build the tree in this season. We can make a jack-o'-turnip. Definitely leave some comments down below, guys, about the jack-o'-turnip. If I make that, do I get another additional comfort level? If I do, maybe I can replace the tree with that, or have both of them if it gives me like an extra one. But yeah, I think we should be able to work around it though, because yeah, it's just on this floor here, and it's still holding. So what we need to work with is, unfortunately, getting rid of the dark wood once more. And, I do like the dark wood aesthetic, but the game is really making it difficult for us to keep. Let's get rid of those. And this, I think that's also a Christmas item, so I sort of want to keep that where I can. Whoops. Guys, I just had an idea. But would there be scope for us to perhaps maybe push the Growston back by 1 that way? That way we can put the Growston on the back section against where the chimney is supposed to be. Because if we can do that, then, you know, we should be able to continue having the dark wood for the fireplace. I'm gonna try. I'm just worried about the floor coming down if I take down the core wood here, so but let's just do it. I mean, we've got to take some of these risks. It's quite dark, but I'm trying to figure out how this is actually connecting to the wood iron beam. So I just want to place that down for a second, just so that I can sort of see how things actually sit on it. Yeah, okay, so it sits like that. So it should be connecting right to the... Oh, this is actually connecting right there. Maybe I can... Maybe I don't even need to worry about putting another sort of beam over here. I could simply just go up and support things this way. I think that should work. I hope that it worked. Which means that maybe I've overcomplicated things, but I didn't even need to open up the floor. Possibly. Now we're still getting greens, I think. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Okay, so we should be able to continue all the way up. The question from here, though, is do I want to do something similar to what I've done on this side, where we've widened the Grouston a little bit. Might not be a bad idea. Alright guys, sorry about that little cut there. I had to take a quick break because Mrs. Blue needed a lift from the station, so I had to come and get her, bring her home. But back again, let's just continue with where we left off here, so just doing the other side. I was sort of contemplating whether or not we wanted to widen things on this side. Oh yes, that's right, now we can see the red. I'm pretty sure it's red on this side as well, but... or orange. Wonder if it looks worse on this side. I'm not entirely sure. We might not be getting as much strength, but that's alright. I think it might be good to add the thicker pieces on the top as well, just to sort of zhuzh things up a little bit. If I can actually reach the place I want to reach, that'd be great. Let me just, oh god, temporarily set that up. Take these back down. Question is, where do we want it to start from? It's a good question. Completely fell through. Well, I want to thicken things up, like, from here. I suppose... maybe I just want to replicate what we've got on the other side. So, roughly... maybe from there. It doesn't have to be, you know, exactly the same as what we have in the other room. Yeah, so that, I think, doesn't look too bad. And we can even do things like arches and stuff like that with the Grouston later, when we decide to sort of decorate a little bit more. Yeah, that doesn't look bad at all. And it won't be as obvious because we'll, you know, return the dark wood to the fireplace. Let's see. We just want to bring this down. Might be in the way. And yeah. Just get these pieces back in. And we're already out of Grouston. Jeez. Oh god, alright. Things are a little heavier now. What I might do is actually do a stack like that. We might throw that into the kiln or something. Just make some more coal. Yeah, running a little bit low. But yeah, we'll come back to that later. Is that... Yeah, I think that's the last one, right? Like, we'll do more pieces later. But there we go. So hopefully things will hold when we eventually sort of get to, you know, take down the roof and actually replace it with Grouston. The next real problem is, will things hold once I start taking off the wood iron poles? So I assume they will, because those wood iron poles are not exactly sitting on any more wood iron poles underneath them, so you would think that it would hold. Do I get not the stairs, the floor in? Maybe later. Let's start by taking these down and seeing what happens. There goes Ekthir trying to talk to us. Right, and now we've got just so much more iron that doesn't really have a use. Maybe we can find a use for more iron at some point. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff that's stuck up there, which I'm going to have to try and fetch. We'll do that another time. I think I'm going to procrastinate again and see if we can go back and feed the Askvin. Plus it's dawn now, which is good. I probably don't need to bring more food because we've just thrown some food in there. If anything, I'm just wanting to hang around to make sure that he sort of starts eating more of his food. The next problem is going to be, obviously, finding another Askvin to tame. But because the first Askvin is going to be, you know, friendly, we're going to have to maybe do another enclosure somewhere else. Yeah, it's not hostile just yet. Is he eating? Maybe I didn't get the food in. Yeah, that is a possibility. So maybe I should grab some more food after all. So let me just quickly do that. I'll try and throw in some more of the... oh, I forget what you call those things. These fiddleheads. Did that go in? I don't even know. Okay, we're much closer now. I'm sure we'll be able to get these in. Yeah, okay. He's eating. Just don't want to startle him. I mean, he can't see us here, right? Oh, okay. Well, we got discovered immediately. Probably a good idea to just leave. I mean, he knows that we're here, but maybe he's not attacking because he can't actually see us. Or hasn't seen us just yet. So, anyway, we should be able to come back every now and then again with all of those fiddleheads in there. Should be able to, you know, just encourage him to eat little by little. So I'll have to make quite a few trips, but... Oh, these are empty. Try and come back to that. Let me throw a batch of wood into the kilns. Yeah, and we've got stashes and stashes of, like, metal scraps as well, so we are swimming in a lot of these metals. Don't know when we'll use them. It's a good problem to have. There we go. That's done. As for picking up some of the other materials here, I will actually do that once we do the roof, which I guess it's going to be now-ish. Do I worry about maybe the floor first, though? Maybe I will, because if we fall through, we won't have to fall so far away. I can't remember what we did over here. We possibly did maybe some smaller pieces. Like that. And like that. To have the stone section there be exposed. Which I don't mind. Yeah, I think that's exactly what we have on the other side as well. Alright, cool. So, looking good. Do I want to get archers and stuff like that in right now? Maybe not. Maybe we come back to that, because if things go wrong, things go pear-shaped, then I don't really want to have put in too much more effort. And we'll, you know, we'll have to sort of fix things, obviously, before we come back to stuff. Why has this gap always been there? I don't think it's always been there. Probably just created recently. We just... I think that's okay. I'm sure that's not protruding out or anything like that. But we could double check it. Yeah, it's looking good. Yeah, remember when I had like a dungeon thing going on in this section? I mean, at least I planned that and then realized that it wasn't such a good idea, but then we converted it because we needed the extra space. So, but you know what, when the Deep North comes, I'm really not entirely sure how we're going to fit everything in here. It might be a really, really tight squeeze. So yeah. Who knows? Who knows? For now, that's not really a problem though. So... Oh, sorry, I'm just trying to also just fix up what we tore down before from underneath. So just want to get more of these pieces in. Just tidy all of this up. Alright, and if I'm not mistaken, what we do want to do is also do something about these sections here to not make it so jarring. I know that we do have these sections here that would probably benefit with pieces of core wood. I don't know. Does that even look right? I almost feel like I need to freeform a bit of core wood. Oh, where did my core wood disappear to? That's very strange. There, okay. I'm probably gonna need more core wood anyway. I don't know how we ended up needing more. Which probably means that there's some core wood that's sort of disappeared. Maybe we'll find them later as we're addressing the roof. Perhaps maybe some of them have ended up on the roof. But no matter, we should have some extra core wood in here. Just having a think. Having a think about whether or not I should be putting core wood down or grouston instead. Like, for instance, I could do something like that. And I could put grouston across that way. Yeah, that doesn't really look good. Wonder if maybe we can... do something like that, perhaps. But if I add that there... Okay, yeah. Well, there's still plenty of space to try and get through. It's not exactly matching though, is it? What we've got on the other side. That's better, I think. That'll probably be protruding out. Yeah. Ah. I mean, it doesn't look bad if we were, you know, hanging something from it, for instance, but we don't exactly have anything to hang, so I don't know. I don't know about keeping that. Maybe I should just live with the look that we have with the core wood. Yeah, and unfortunately there's no, like, short pieces of core wood that we could use. Huh. Strange. We've got missing sections of core wood over here. Maybe I do need to do something about that. Again, just playing around, guys, and seeing what makes sense and what doesn't. But now, if I use a short piece, can I theoretically put that in? Or does that stick out? Does stick out, but I think the solution to that, though, is maybe we could freeform from the top. Yeah, that doesn't look too bad. I think, anyway. I guess the biggest critic to convince is myself. I think the better thing to try and do is to try and align from that side. So we should then be able to just get the piece in that way. Hopefully it matches. Okay. Oh man. I'm pretty happy with that actually. So I'm gonna live with that unless problems arise. And things are still stock standard here, so yeah, but we've managed to strengthen things up in the center of this structure, and hopefully everything holds. I'm just looking at the time here, but I don't think it makes sense to start our work on the roof right away. We'll probably do that in the next episode. I might spend some time right now just replacing the these pieces here, which we took down. Didn't really need to take them down after all, so that's good. At the very least. Okay, that looks nice. Yeah, I wonder if we could add some decorative pieces in some of these sections just to make the fireplace look a little nicer, you know, and that might actually create like some interesting shadow effects. Not entirely required, but you know, it could be cool. Could be. Even stuff like this, like, I mean, we've got plenty of iron. I could do, like these cage walls just to enclose the fire a little bit more. Make it safer. I mean, we've got the iron, don't we? So, should we do it? That kind of looks cool. I don't know why I didn't do that, like, earlier. There's stuff in there, actually. Oh, why? What happened there? I wonder if it's because we stepped on it or something? Adding more wood to the fire could be a little bit more difficult though, with these pieces in, but it's alright, it's not that bad. Do I add a little bit more, or is that a little overkill? I think it makes sense. A bit more iron. Just as well. Got tons. How much do we need? Just one. Okay. Great. I'm pretty happy with everything, guys. Obviously, we need to tidy things up and put things back where they were, but that'll come after the roof. I think we're signing out here. When we come back in the next one, we'll definitely be starting with the roof, but we'll start on the other side, just to make sure that we've got a place to sleep, because it does have to be undercover, right? So, hope you enjoyed this episode, guys. Thanks for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed it. Drop some comments down below. Stay true, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.